quite a big event. Seems like a little bit long. Yeah. If I decide to work for the yes, I'm confident that we're right. That's the I know we should work out. We hate that. We hate the whole thing about it. We hate the we don't like when it's really easy.
.2K Sports and the PGA Tour proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is about to begin. Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm looking forward to bringing you the action from the ground level for this week's featured group. Now there's a sense of heightened competition this week, and this player has mentioned that they're starting up a rivalry this week with their playing partner.
Well, Henny, it sounds like this player's going for gold. They're trying to beat Xander Schauffele.
I wouldn't want to try and beat an Olympian. A gold medal winning Olympian with hair as good as Xander Schauffele and a swing as good as Xander Schauffele? No thank you. I'll leave this up to them.
Yes, I'm just looking through his list of weaknesses, and let me just list them off now. Yep, none. Good luck to you. Opting for the 9-iron. That should set up another chance. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Oh, just missed. Oh, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. And that's an opening hole par for this player.
That's a rock-solid par right there.
And as we take a look at the leaderboard, and there he is, Will Zalatoris, your leader. The second, a short par 4, one that the players like to take on these days, Rich. A good birdie look here.
They do. It used to be where you laid back on top of the hill and took a wedge, 9-iron sometimes for your second shot, but a lot of players now are challenging that bunker down the right-hand side, getting as far down there as possible, and just having a flick with a sand wedge in for their second.
Oh, that impressed me and her. She's played that one nicely. This putt was about 8 feet.
Looking good so far.
And down it goes. She currently finds herself in a share of 6th.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
There are so many stunning golf holes on this entire property. And this third, the par 3 downhill, certainly one of the elite holes on the course.
It might be stunning to look at, but it is painful. Can be extremely painful to play. Downhill all the way. When they tuck the pin over on the left-hand side, forget about it. Never hit it there. Only when the pin is on the center or the right part of the green should you be taking dead aim. Other than that, center of the green all day long. Needs a little members bounce to the right.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
Ooh, right by the hole. Putting for a par here.
Yep, tracking nicely.
Well, that'll maintain the momentum. Nice par putt. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Putting for birdie here. Oh, I like the look of this. Oh, that's a bad break there, Rich. Just probably a little bit too much pace. Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. Will Zalatoris currently on top spot as we pause for a look at the leaderboard. One of the hardest holes on the entire property is the par 4 4th, Rich. It is a strong, demanding hole right from tee to green.
Very picturesque, this 4th hole. Pacific Ocean directly to the golfer's left-hand side. Don't be sucked in by the views, however. You want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance at knocking it on this green in 2. Be wary, though. Anything long and left on this green is no good.
Opting for the 5-wood.
They've decided to club up.
Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that. And this putt to move into a tie for 3rd. That's tracking. Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one. Oh, she'll take a spot in the top 5 to boot. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Here's Xander Schauffele. Didn't that look good for a long time? Oh, I like the look of that shot there, Beamer.
Oh, Dr. Chapinski strikes again.
There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South Course. Keeping ball in fairways critical, and that is illustrated also by the par 4 5th.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back towards you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
And he's down there.
Setting up from about 130 yards out. Feeling strong, going for less club.
She won't be too disappointed with that. Certainly a couple of putts from there, and that'll be a good hole.
That would be back-to-back birdies for this player.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
A chance to get to 3 under with this putt.
This for a birdie run.
This has eyes for the hole. Oh, that's a lengthy putt. Well holed. And with that, she'll move to 3 under par. Why not take another look at that effort?
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
Trailing by a stroke after that hole. Rich, there are a number of strong holes on this outward half, but the par 5 6th, the players are definitely thinking birdie here, but it's all set up by the tee shot.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in 2. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
Rich, we know these days with the PGA Tour, the wraparound schedule, the tour begins in the fall, but really it's felt at the start of any new year that every time you come to Torrey Pines, the big stars come out to play. It feels like the authentic start to the season.
It certainly does that, and I think that the big-name players, the accomplished players, love coming here to Torrey Pines because it's going to give them a gauge of exactly where their game is at and what they need to work on, because you can't go around either the north or the south course and geek it around. You have to be on your game. You have to drive the ball well, your iron play has to be spot on, and your short game better be sharp, because if not, you're going to shoot a million. Both of these golf courses very challenging, but they're fair, and I think that's what the players love about it. If you're in a good zone mentally and everything is going well physically, you can produce a 64 or 65. But if you're hitting it poorly and you're not thinking squarely, I'm telling you what, 77s and 78s come into the equation real quick.
That one's heading down Broadway. Second shot here on the 7th. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Getting ready to play their 3rd. Just a stroke behind the leader. Okay, steady now. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole.
She's got a nice look at par here.
That's well holed. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. We head up the hill away from the ocean here at the 8th hole, Rich. A lovely par 3, but all the challenges in the green.
It is. It's very wide, not very deep. Players going in there with kind of mid irons to short irons. Uphill the entire way. Difficult to get it on that back level when they stick the pin all the way on top.
Going with the 7. This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
Wow, they really put on a show with that approach shot, and their rival, Xander Schauffele, appears to be taking notice as well.
And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And right to the top of the leaderboard after that effort. And with that hole done, this player currently is in 1st place, followed by Will Zalatoris.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
That's a good-looking shot there. Well, with a pocket full of FedEx Cup points over the last half a dozen starts or so, this player certainly has been delivering consistent results and pushing for wins or winning, Rich. Do you expect that to continue here this week?
Without a doubt, the best player all around on tour in my mind's eye. It is no shock to see them contending for the lead once again.
Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
Get in the hole. That was a gallant attempt. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Gets that one to go down, and that's back-to-back birdies. That's a momentum maker, isn't it?
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Xander Schauffele setting up his next shot. Big time play, that one, at the right time too.
And look out, guys, this rivalry looks like it's going to get pretty interesting today as he's making up some ground on his playing partner.
Well, Rich, this is the pivotal final 9 coming up, and the players perfectly positioned. They've given themselves a chance.
Yeah, but I like the position. I like being out in front. It forces the other players to come catch you. I like their position.
She's better than that. That'll be disappointing. Sitting at -6. Currently in the lead.
Uh-oh, this one's out, heading towards the rough.
She played that nicely. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
25-footer is what she's faced with. This would be a great putt to hole.
Just didn't drop. This is a par putt. Well hold. Still in the lead now after that hole. There aren't too many easy holes here at Torrey Pines South, but the course certainly gets tougher as we head to the par 3 11th.
This green from the back tee looks minuscule. There's just not a lot of room on the front of it. Even the back section, which it does get a little bit wider, it still is very small. A massive shelf, top left. If you get it up there, happy days for you. If not, just find the green, 2-putt, make 3, move on.
Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts.
Outside chance of the birdie, but a 2-putt here is still good.
Looking really good, this one. Shame it didn't drop. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Standing over this one, and it's a very long putt. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? 5 feet coming up to the cup.
This is important. Big par putt here.
Yeah, you'll take that. Now 2 shots up after that one. We head to the 12th hole. This par 4 is as big and as strong and as tough as you find anywhere on the PGA Tour.
This is about as tough a hole as you're going to find anywhere on the planet. Prevailing wind coming right back into the players. You just have to step up and hit a solid tee shot to find the fairway. From there, you're going in with a mid to long iron, sometimes even a hybrid, to a green that sits just above you. Not a ton of movement, but enough from back right to front left to make you think.
Going with the 4-iron here. That got a little out of control, I think.
Needed to take a little less club on that approach.
A spot in the top 20 awaits if they can make this putt. Let's get back to it, shall we? Sitting at 6 under for the day. Currently leading. She's got this to save par here. She's currently in first position. All right, Rich, the par 5 13th, so much has been said about it. I'm interested in your thoughts.
This is one of the most interesting par 5s you'll ever play. If you hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach, then happy days. But if you don't find the fairway or can't reach, now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a third shot that's absolutely blind. This third shot could be one of the most difficult third shots on the PGA Tour, bar none.
And here we are with the third shot. Currently in the lead by a shot. Wonderfully played. Lining up the birdie putt here.
It's looking solid.
And now -7 for the round. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum. Not bad. This shot is about 140 yards out.
Next shot straight back into the teeth of the wind.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. Nice shot that. That should find the surface. Oh, right by the hole. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Wow, that almost went in the hole. And back to the play, shall we? You know, Luke Donald once made all 400-plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour.
Looking for another birdie here.
And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. We stride across the 15th, Rich, and we talk about strong par fours. This is another one.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny, tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
Xander Schauffele, delightful player out of San Diego, California. He's got that cool vibe about him. Came out, won early a few times, but then he seems to have struggled to find that next step, hasn't he? He's sort of golf's almost man, except when he got that gold medal put around his neck.
I think that took his confidence to a place where it should have been in the first place, Luke. I think that this young man, he's got no weaknesses, very little weaknesses, if anything, in the game. I look at him and think, why hasn't he won more? Well, the problem is that he's put himself in contention so many times that there's only one person in the game that has won at a clip that he could have, and that's Tiger Woods. When you put yourself into contention as often as he does, you're just not always going to win. Somebody is going to come from back in the pack, shoot a great round, and you might struggle just a little bit, whatever the case. But yes, he hasn't closed as many tournaments as he would have liked, but he is there each and every week. I got to say, this kid he's a world beater. He's going to be phenomenal.
Opting for the 4-iron here. Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent. Well, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2.
This one looking really good.
Wonderful putt. And that puts some real pressure on their rival now. Oh, I'd like to have one more look at that shot.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's 1 stroke behind his rival in this event.
Oh, this looks pure. Our leader is up by 4 shots now.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
The penultimate hole at Torrey Pines South is not a long par 4, but the danger lurks everywhere.
They moved this fairway to the left alongside the canyon a few years ago, which really enhanced the beauty, but also the fear of this hole. You have to challenge the left-hand side because the bunker down the right is really no good. From there, the green, it tilts from back to front, mostly with a really low section over there on the left-hand side. However, it still is a promising birdie opportunity.
Now that looked pretty good the whole way.
Birdie at the last. This for another.
From the sand, looking to get up and down. Oh, almost went in. Okay, time to return to the action. This putt to get to 10 under par.
This for a birdie run.
That's going to find the water, sadly. Time now for the fourth shot. Nicely done. She knows if she can get this putt to drop, she'll win the event. Well, there you have it. There's your Farmers Insurance Open champion, and a great performance on a really tough track.
What a victory on this South golf course. This player winning the Farmers Insurance Open, surviving the South.
And Rich, credit where credit's due. I think you picked this victory.
Well, even a blind squirrel gets an acorn every once in a while. No, listen, this player's been there all season long. They're just one of these rare players that is seemingly in contention every time they peg it up.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time.